coming into the Baja 1000 this year, being it was the 50th running, couldn't be more excited. The town was on fire. I mean, everybody came out for this race. It wasn't a 200 entries or 300 entries, 400 plus entries at this race, and you knew that it was just going to be something special.
And then the 1939 of Dan Fresh out of San Juan Capistrano. And that Polaris wired to race, SCG electric, method race wheels, tensor tires.
So leading into this race was the first race I'd really been to that I felt 100% on our car. I just couldn't feel that it could be any better. I'm not going to eat the wrong taco, I promise.
We're here. Let's rock.
Super. This Baja 1000 pre-run was a little bit different and a little unique to me. We had 5 days to pre-run from Portecitas all the way down to Loreto. Day one, it was a pretty rough section, sandy, whooped out. And the bummer was we ran into problems with Dale and Brad's pre-runner.
Hey, I'm gonna shut it down here.
I shut it down. We're up.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. It's not the belt. It's the heat issue.
Yeah.
They get hot, and once your belt's hot, you might as well throw it in the trash can. Country out there is just so vast. So you know we're over on the Pacific side, we're on the Sierra Cortez side, you're up in cactus, you're in silt beds, you're in sand washes. You just don't know what you're going to be running into day after day. So that's why we go out there and spend the time and do the homework so that we're ready when the race comes around. We've got it figured out, what we need in those sections and how hard to drive the car.
Seems we have an issue.
When you get down there, stickers are gold. Stickers are everything. So when you're down there and you've got something, anything, sticker, hat, t-shirt to pass out, the kids look up to the racers like as if you're a baseball player or a football player in the United States. This is their Super Bowl. This is their World Series. Get down there on race day, it definitely changed up. The silt beds were much deeper. The whoops were much deeper. All the rocks are knocked out onto the course. It's really a totally different race course from pre-run day to race day. luckily we were only a few days apart, so we got to see it firsthand. But when we got down there on race day, the course was literally destroyed. Well, I had a plan going into this race that we would come out fast and try to get through as much traffic as we could. I felt our car worked really well in the first 100 miles of road condition. It's slippery. It's a granite based, so it definitely can throw people off. And a lot of people, I think they're a little bit nervous when they get up next to those cliffs, and there's a lot of that because it's cut into mountain roads. And I've been fortunate enough to spend a lot of time down there, so I feel very comfortable with the car. I feel comfortable on those roads. And in the first 30 miles of the race, we were able to start off the line 11th, and we passed all but one car by Ojos Negros. So it was fun, action-packed, and exactly what I love to do. To Gonzaga Bay, we had a slight lead on second place from Coco's Corner in through the sand wash and through the water and that up into El Crucero. We were able to put about 30 miles on second place. It felt like everything was going good. Car was working great. We handed the car off there in El Crucero to Luke and Mike, and those guys jumped in and they were gone. It was great. Coming in and the guy saying, "Look, don't worry, you've got this. You got a big lead. Just take it easy." And you know, at one point in time, I think it was around mile 900, we had a good enough lead to where we really backed off, slowed it up. Gosh, I counted every rock in the road, every bump I hit, just saying, please don't break this car. And yeah, we're really fortunate to have such a great vehicle, you know. And we came into the finish, and when they told us that we had won, I was absolutely ecstatic. Couldn't be happier with my team. Couldn't be happier with my sponsors. It's overwhelming. It really was.
thing from breaking. So we took it easy on the car, but there was things that it was rock crawling coming down for a little while. Them big whoops. But he was just taking it easy on the car. We want to make sure we didn't break it. We had it in the bag, you know. That's killer suspension. He just finds the line. You know, the line's just, even when it's really rough, he finds the best of the lines. That's why he's fast. It's really cool. Fun to watch a pro in action.
All right, we'll get this started here. Right now, unofficially, you're the first naturally aspirated UTV to cross the line. How's that feel? How's that grasp right now for the Score International 50th running of the Baja 1000?
Oh man, it's something that I've been wanting to do. It's been on my bucket list for a while to hit the 50th. We did the 40th. We were fortunate enough to win the 39th, and to come back here and win one in such a competitive class and with a great bunch of people and great sponsors. Truly blessed. I mean, it couldn't have been a better couple of days, I guess, is what you'd almost have to call it now since we started yesterday. But great car, and really had no problems, no flats. Oh, there you go. So I'm 50 years old this year, and I told my wife, I said, you know what? For my 50th birthday, I'm racing the Baja 1000. I'm going to go win that thing. And she just kind of laughed. She said, that's what you want to do. Go get it. And here we are today, and we were fortunate enough to win. And like I say, great team, great sponsors. Couldn't have done it without them.
That's awesome. That's a great birthday gift, too. I mean, it's fun to call it out, you know, to call your shot, do the Babe Ruth and point out to the grandstands and hit a home run like this. And that's really a cool feat to have. And I was looking in on your GPS unit, you know, you're showing an average speed of 40.8 miles an hour, and that's cruising. That is humming along, and it looks like your top speed was right around max speed was 75.1. So you guys were hustling on a naturally aspirated UTV, and the first ones to cross the line. I mean, this is just too cool. All your chase teams are down here. Everybody's here, and who else was behind the wheel, or did you Ironman this whole thing?
You know what? I did roughly 800 and something miles. Mike Kim, where is he at? He's around here somewhere. And Luke right here, he's my other driver, Hawkins. And those guys they each did a stint, one gas stop each, and I couldn't have done it without them, obviously. They gave me a break. I got out of the car for about 5 hours, and they brought it in, and they were leading when they gave me the car, so it was like perfect. All I got to do is drive it home now, so it was awesome.
Yeah, that is definitely awesome, and the cool part is now is we get to get a little bit of that champagne and celebrate a little bit. It's right there. I'm waiting on you to get out of the car. All right, let's do this.
Overall winner right here, Dan. Nice work, how you doing, man? You saw, you kicked Baja's butt.
We came into the finish, and when they told us that we had won, I was absolutely ecstatic. Couldn't be happier with my team. Couldn't be happier with my sponsors. It's overwhelming. It really was.